When doing market research and trying to understand user behavior in different countries and exploring where to go next, one of the greatest websites for free to use is DataReportal. It basically allows you to search a specific country. Let's make it like United States. And we can see the data from United States year by year. So where is it? It should be somewhere here. Awesome. So here we go. And when you scroll to the bottom, there's a presentation that dives specifically to the country. And what's great is it's checking various sources, so GWY, Statista, DataReportal for apps, SimilarWeb, SEMrush, Sky, a lot of different tools that have the data. And basically you save the money, and also it's a mixed data from different sources, so you can compare them and see differences as well. So there are some data that starts with global metrics, total population, internet usage, mobile usage, social media interactions, all of those things. Additionally, then you can go specifically to the country. So the population size in the United States is 3.5 million. The connectivity, internet usage, social media usage, all of those. And there's much more. So you can see the population by gender, how it's changing, the median population age. So that's also great to use when you're deciding for the population. How much is it urban, the literacy rate, all those kind of things, density, how it's changing, is it decreasing, is it falling down, increasing. United States is growing because of immigration. In most Western countries, especially in Europe, the population is falling. You can see those things. Also, you can see the age distribution. Age distribution starts to fall after 80. It's a fast fall, which means, well, that shows like the life expectancy and all those kind of things, and where the most people are, in which age groups, financial parts, so the GDP in various comparisons. And yeah, then we can go to media usage, how many owners have mobile phones, smartphones. So 97% have smartphones. What's the share for laptops, smart TVs, smartwatches, e-readers, and other devices as well? How they're using the media. So the primary media usage is mobile phone connection with internet, then that's laptop, TV is the third one, social media is the fourth one, and here we go, game consoles is 59%, print is 58%. The daily time spent with media, how much time is spent with the internet, how much time is spent with TV. Internet is dominating in the United States, and press, game consoles, podcasts. So you can see how much time is spent on podcasts compared to other channels such as social media. And yeah, the connectivity, how it's changing, internet usage over time. So it dramatically started growing since 2042. Oh, sorry, I mean since 2015. How much time is spent on internet. So it's in general for computers it's 3 hours and 18 minutes. And across all devices it's 6 hours and 40 minutes. So most of the time is spent there. Main reasons why the internet is being used. So finding information. So that shows that people searching for stuff. But also it shows that what's relevant for them. So keeping up to date with the news, finding new ideas or inspiration, researching places. And as in some other countries you can see it's more not here, but in other examples, we can see that researching products and brands. In this case, it's 59% researching products and brands. Quite a big portion is on that. And the speed, share of devices, so 50% is mobile. And yeah, mobile is growing. It used to be about 27%, 56%, now it's 50%. And it's being dominated by iOS, 55%, and then Android. Other traffic from iOS is way lower, and the primary browsers, so Chrome, Safari, Edge, Firefox, others. Now we're getting to the websites and apps that they're using mostly, and then we can see that social networks is the main one, then search engines, so that shows that Google Ads and search engines in general are being used, how email is being used, how chat and messaging is being used, and other things as well. Top websites, so it varies by country. Here we can see what's relevant most for the US audience based on SimilarWeb, based on SEMrush as well. So you can compare that. We can see the top apps and top games as well, by downloads and by monthly active users, by spend, so where's the most money spent on which apps and games, and yeah, top search engines, top queries, what are people searching for, and then we can see the shopping behavior, how many have credit cards, debit cards, use a mobile phone to buy, digital payment, lots of different things. Do they buy things online? Do they order groceries online? Second-hand items, comparison sites, pay later service, so quite a lot of interesting things. Where they're spending most of the money, on do you do sale of hardware, fashion, all those kind of things. And this is where it gets interesting. You can see what drives the purchase behavior. In this case, we see that free delivery is very important. It's 65%. Discounts are important, return policy, customer reviews, checkout options, all those kind of things. Yeah, where else? What else to show? So basically, there's a lot of data that you can see. What's in terms of entertainment, top TV shows, top movies, types of content. Yeah, so how they're paying for digital content, what kind of digital content they're buying. Is it movies, TV streaming services, mobile games, mobile apps, in-app purchases, music, all those kind of things. What's the average revenue per user per year for video games, for on-demand, for digital music, how much they're spending in billions per year. And this is also very interesting, social media usage. You can see how many social media identities they have, the average daily time spent. So the social media time spent is falling a bit, and the trends, the demographics, and the main reasons for using social media. So the main one is keeping in touch with friends and family, so that's 58%, filling spare time, finding content, reading news, and finding inspiration for things to do and buy, so that's 25%. Most use social media platforms, so it's actually Facebook, then that's Messenger, Instagram, TikTok, iMessages, Pinterest, X, Snapchat, Reddit, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, all the other ones. It's totally different by country. We can see that, for example, in Norway, Snapchat is the most favored one. So Snapchat is the first one and it's the most favored one. If we go to the most favored one in the United States, it's Facebook and then Instagram. So Snapchat is way behind. So as you can see, it depends on the country, and Norway is dominated by Snapchat. Other countries are more leaning towards WhatsApp instead of Messenger. So it really depends. It's different in UAE. And yeah, so that's why it's interesting to see the data and check which channels might be performing best or which have the highest reach, like quite instantly, just by looking at the data we have here on DataReportal. So you can then dive deeper into sessions for brand research, what they're doing and who are they following. So there's a lot of things with YouTube search, Facebook data, the age, the genders, everything, engagement, and Instagram. So basically it's covering most of the channels one by one, and you can then really dive deeper and understand the audience the way you want to understand, with the reach, with the splits and user behavior. So here you go. This is how DataReportal looks. As mentioned, you can search for different countries. There's overviews here. And so don't just scale one country if it's possible to do it globally. Look at the data, see what works best, see which channels are most popular, see what impacts the decision-making process, what payment methods are most popular ones, and adapt to the specific market to make your business and ad performance succeed. So good luck.